Hi everyone, this is Rikita KS, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. In the previous class, I have already discussed about the PERT and CPM, that is Project Evaluation Review Technique and Critical Path Method, which comes in network analysis. In this session, now I am going to give a brief description of network analysis so that it helps to draw network analysis. Coming to the network analysis, every project has definite start and finishing time. In order to complete any project, it has some start as well as the finishing time. A project involves a distinct number of operations or activities. The term activity indicates any job that takes time to complete the project, but every activity requires time to complete. That is, in order to complete the project, it requires number of actions, but this action takes some time to complete. This action is termed as activity in the network analysis. The project is represented in the form of network for the purpose of analytical treatment to get solution for scheduling and controlling its activities. To get a clear picture of scheduling and controlling of the activities which is taken in the project, so that the project is represented in the form of network. This network gives a clear picture of entire activities which are involving in the completion of the project. Here network is of two types, PERT as well as CPM. PERT is nothing but Project Evaluation Review Technique, as well as CPM is nothing but Critical Path Method. We have already discussed their two concepts, PERT as well as CPM. That is PERT and CPM. These are the managerial techniques. That is a cost controlling technique which is used for execution of very large projects. These projects are divided into individual activities and events. These individual activity and events are arranged in logical series and represented in the form of network. Both these techniques identify, define and coordinate various activities of the project such that all the activities are carried out in a systematic way and completed in minimum possible time. Before construction of network, some of the important terminology should be known in PERT and CPM concept. That is important terminologies of PERT. The first one is network. This network is also known as arrow diagram because this network is constructed by using the arrows. You can see the arrows here, right? This is known as arrow. Network is nothing but it is a graphical representation of logical and sequential connections of arrows and nodes. This is the arrow and this one is nodes. So this nodes is nothing but an event and this arrow is nothing but an activity. Or you can say that network is a combination or graphical representation of arrow as well as the nodes, or you can say that it is a graphical representation of activity and the events. This is about the network, first definition. Next, moving to the second definition, activity. As I already had told you, activity is nothing but an action. An activity represents some action and it is the time consuming effort necessary to complete a particular part of overall project. Each and every activity has a point of time. That is the starting time. This one is the ending time. This one is the activity. A is called the activity in the network diagram. This one is the activity. Next, moving to the event. The beginning and end of an activity. The beginning and end point of an activity are called event or nodes. This event is represented in the form of circle, square, rectangle or oval. This is about event. This one is the starting event. This one is the ending event. This one is the starting point of the activity. This one is the ending point of the activity. Next, moving to the merging event. Merging is nothing but when two or more activities which end at a single event, or ending event of any activities is known as merge event. Next one is burst event. Here also the beginning of two or more activity. The beginning event for two or more activity is known as burst event. Next, moving to the merge and burst event. It is a combination of merge as well as burst. When two or more activity which ends at a common activity, and that activity is the beginning event for the two or more activities. For the two or more activities, this one is the ending event. For the two or more activities, this one is the beginning activity. This fourth event, what 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are the event or nodes, whereas A, B, C, D and E are the activity. A and B are the activity which ends at a common node is known as merge event. C, D and E are the beginning activity from the node 4. This one is the burst event. So it is a combination of burst as well as the merge event. Next, predecessor activity. Predecessor activity, it is an activity which has to be completed. Is activity which has to be completed advanced the starting of another activity. Here A is the predecessor for B and C activity. In order to complete the B and C activity, A should be done. That is, A is the predecessor activity for B and C. This one is the network diagram. In order to complete the B and C activity, A should be completed. This is the predecessor activity. A is the predecessor activity for B and C. Next is the successor activity. It is an activity, successor activity. I am showing the same example. It is an activity which can start only upon the completion of another activity. That is, B and C are the successor activities of A, while D is the successor activity of B and C. For B and C are the successor activities of A, D is the successor activity of B and C. Got it? Next, moving to the concurrent activity. Concurrent activity, I am going to show the same diagram. This one is a network diagram, consisting of network. This one, B and C are the concurrent activity. If two or more activities which start immediately from the common node is known as concurrent activity. Next is the dummy activity. Dummy activity is an activity which does not consume any kind of resources nor any duration, which is attached to, is known as dummy activity. It is necessary in order to show continuity, is known as dummy activity. Next, moving to the exercise, that is the construction problem. Construct a network for the project whose activity and predecessor relationship are given below. Activity and immediate predecessor are given. Activity are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H and I. Immediate predecessor are, for the activity A, there is no immediate predecessor. First you have to analyze the given activity and immediate predecessor, then only we can construct the network. For the B activity, immediate predecessor is A. That is, in order to complete the B activity, A activity should be completed. So after the completion of A, from the A activity, then only B has to be come. Next, immediate predecessor for C is A. Here also A is the immediate predecessor of C. That is, B and C both are the activity which has to be completed, which has to be complete only after the completion of activity A. And looking at the D activity, there is no immediate predecessor, so it can be stated that it is the starting activity. Next, E, for the activity E, D is the immediate predecessor. Next, for the F, B, C and D, B activity, C activity and E activity is the immediate predecessor for the F. After the completion of B, C and E, then of the combination of B, C, E, which forms the F activity. Next, in order to complete the G activity, immediate predecessor is F. Next, for the H, it is a D activity. After the completion of D activity, then only the H activity arrives. Next, GH immediate producer GH, that is completion of GH activity, the ending activity is I, that is starting activity A and ending activity is I. Before construction of the network, first we have to analyze the activity as well as the immediate producer. This is the network, how we have to construct. Look at here. First, as I already told you, the activity has some starting as well as the ending time. So it has to beginning with the starting event. First you have to number the event 1. Next, A is the activity, that is a starting activity. So it has to start from the node 1. A is the activity which ends at the node 2. Right? Next, B is the activity. The immediate producer is A. Here A, after the completion of A, the activity is B. B, which also have some starting as well as the ending time, 2 as well as 4. Why I have written 4 is D is the starting event activity, that is it does not have any immediate producer, so it has also a starting activity. So from the node 1 only D has to be come. So I have written 1 event, 2 event and 3rd event. So before going to construct the network, we have to analyze the given data, that is activity as well as the immediate producer. Then only we can construct. Next is C, B and C activity, which is the successor of A activity, that is B and C. Activity B and C. B and C is the activity. The immediate producer of B and C are A. So from the activity A, B and C are arrived. So already we have written 3. Next node is 4 and 5. Next is the activity E. E is the activity. The immediate producer is D. D is the immediate producer. This is the D activity. From the D, it has E. You have to write E is the, okay. Next, B, C is the immediate producer of F. So B, C and D is the immediate producer of F activity. Right? G and activity G and immediate producer is F. So after the completion of F activity, the G is arrived. Next, H activity, the immediate producer is D. So after the completion of the D, you have to write the H activity. But the activity G and H, which is the activity a successor of I. So you have to write I here. Then you have to write the node 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are the nodes. While numbering the nodes, there are some. In numbering the events, the following rules should be observed. The event number should be unique. It should not be repeated. Event numbering should be carried out on a sequential basis from left to right. From left to right, you only have to number. Don't write the numbers from right to left.